Welcome back, grappling fans. My name's John Evans, and I'll be casting yet another Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament match. Today we have Sean Tutor here in the blue gi on the left, and he is Sherdog 4 member user. He's going to be competing in the Gracie Cup Blue Belt 200-pound division, and this is going to be in San Antonio, Texas, I believe. Here he's making his grips, and he has a dominant grip with his left hand. The dominant grip's going to be a collar grip, and now he's looking to make a minor grip here. And it looks like he made an overhook and he was trying for Nuchimata, but now he's got his secondary grip on the sleeve, just traditional judo style, and now he's really pulling down hard on his opponent's upper body. And what this does, see, he pulls down on the head right up here, and this really stresses out the lower back of his opponent. And it can get old very quick. If your opponent keeps pulling down on your head, you have to keep standing up to correct that, and that can really, it feels like your lower back is burning after a while. It's terrible. And his opponent feels like he's either outclassed on the feet or he's getting that burning sensation in his lower back, and he decides to pull guard. I like what he does here, and he pulls full close guard, and if you can do that and you have a good close guard, it's a good idea, because your opponent has to not only break your close guard, but then pass your open guard afterwards, so it's like two chances. But Sean does break open his close guard, and now he goes for a stack pass. And if you're wondering, hey, maybe this looks like they're stalling here, what's going on, what you can't feel is that pressure. With the stack pass, you have your opponent's butt up off the ground, and you're basically driving your weight from their legs through back into the back of their neck over here, and it is a lot of pressure, and it feels terrible, and you can basically just hold it with your weight on top of there until your opponent just decides to let go. You're just putting so much pressure that your opponent just wants you to pass. And it looks in scramble, the person on the bottom here tries to regain guard. It looks like he was going for half guard, but in the scramble Sean does step over, and he's right into full mount again. And this is terrible position for the person on the bottom. Here, Sean looks like he's trying for some kind of attack on the right arm, but the opponent in the blackie does realize this and just kind of bench presses Sean off here and regains his half guard. Now Sean, with his arm position here, I like this. If this leg were not in the half guard, Sean could theoretically run around to this far side, the opposite side of side control that he's on right now, and he could turn that into a darce, which is a very sneaky maneuver. But he does let that go, and he opts just to fight into passing the half guard completely here. And Sean's just trying to stuff that knee of his opponent right in between his legs. And here he has his upper body weight on top of his opponent, which is excellent as well. And now he's into basically the quarter guard position right here, because that's all he has left stuck in the guard of his opponent. So it's not much that you have to do to get past here. But his opponent realizes this and does climb his legs back higher, so it's a little bit easier for him to defend. But his opponent does have his back flat on the mat, and that is never good. Now what happened there was the person on the bottom did perceive a flaw in Sean's base, and he thought that maybe he could explode in this direction, and that would turn Sean over. But the problem with that is Sean did have a good base there, so as soon as he tried to bump and force his body into Sean's, that allowed his legs to open up, and Sean just backstepped out and passed his opponent's guard. So now Sean is in side control again, and it looks like he's trying to work on that forearm, but it looks like his opponent has regained half guard here and is trying for, I think it's Americana on that arm, but an Americana from the bottom is really not a very high percentage maneuver at all. Maybe a Kimura could be, where the top person's arm is bent the other way down towards his hips, and you can turn that into a sweep by pushing off the hips, or if you're very strong you can just finish the Kimura. But an Americana is not going to work, and it looks like Sean does escape out of that, and he pushes his opponent's legs to the side, and he goes right for the mount, but then his opponent does see a slight instability in Sean's mount, and he was able to, look like he bump escaped here, and it ends up in Sean's guard. Sean hikes his legs up like he's going to go for an armbar, and then it looks like time expires, and Sean decisively takes that match 10-2. Very nice guard passing, very nice pressure. Alright guys, well, that is match number 2, and we still have match number 3 to go. If you want me to do any broadcasts of your own matches, please feel free to email me at the email address in the comments below. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.